Bonjour, people! It's Connor and Pete from Cinity Gaming.
That's a very nice intro, Connor.
Yes, it's slightly different to what we normally do.
We are doing Hokomokos, I think that's right.
I'm going to say you're right there.
Modern Resource Pack today, number 103.
Yeah.
From first glance, I have to say this looks pretty good.
It is quite a nice pack, actually. I have to say, this isn't really sort of the pack that I personally, and I think many other people, would play on survival. I think this is sort of more a pack that you use if you're making like a city or something on creative.
Yeah, so if you want to make all these impressive buildings, you need like good looking textures and blocks and
like
whatever.
the wood on here looks pretty good, and so does the other stuff. So yeah, it's a really nice pack. This obviously there you've got like lapis lazuli, which you could use for bathroom tiles.
Oh,
that looks pretty good. So it's already thinking about bathrooms and stuff.
The ores are pretty old. It's like one big mass of stuff, isn't it? Like the ores.
Yeah, they are, and I quite like the wool on here as well.
Yeah, I think it looks... Does it look realistic to wool? I'd say it.
Kind of. I like the stained clay,
Yeah.
which is just coming up.
I also like the signs on it as well, because you can see like the wood texture on the top.
Yeah.
It's all like stripy and stuff.
Yeah, so this is sort of like the nice coloured stuff that you'd maybe paint your kids' bedrooms or something. Nice bright colours, and then we're getting onto the slightly more darker colours that you might have elsewhere around your house.
If I had to describe this thing in one word, I'd probably say quite bold.
Right.
In like colours, do you know what I mean?
I don't know. Do I?
Don't worry, it doesn't matter. But I love that bookshelf. That's brilliant.
Bookshelf's really nice. There was one thing I would criticise: is the sponge didn't really appear to have much texture to it. It was just a solid colour,
Oh, okay.
as with the bedrock. But never mind about that. It's I mean, bedrock's not exactly a block you see very often, or the sponge.
Well, you don't really, yeah. I mean, unless you like dig underground, you don't really see it, do you?
No, yeah.
And it's not really used for creative much, as far as I can work out.
Bedrock, you can use it for a few things. If I'm on creative, I tend to use it if I'm making like a prison cell for whatever reason. So like occasionally, if I'm making a map and I'm having people on that I know will misbehave, and I make a prison, I'll put them in there and surround it with bedrock. So yes, the other stuff, which is also pretty nice, the ender chest hasn't been changed by the looks of it, and neither has the piston or sticky piston. But I like the jukebox and note block; they're pretty cool. And the anvils also look unchanged.
It's sort of like a wooden box. That's pretty cool.
It sort of looks like a cowboy or like a pirate.
It kind of looks like it's being sort of delivered.
Yeah, and there's your nice realistic looking solar panel.
Ooh, what's up with that door? That's pretty.
I don't know.
That's pretty interesting.
I have to actually make a bit of a criticism with the redstone torches, because the texture for the on redstone torch is exactly the same as the off redstone torch.
Oh, is it?
So when a redstone torch is on, it looks no different to when it's off.
Oh, so you mean you basically can't tell?
Yeah, which would be really confusing. That's the only major criticism I do have.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Is the fact you can't tell if it's on or off, because you might have seen just a moment ago.
Was the inside of the Nether portal different or not?
I don't know. I didn't pay much attention to that. The mobs, the
It's
hostile mobs, I think are very, very slightly different, but in a lot of cases it's unnoticeable. However, again, as I was saying, this is sort of a texture pack, or resource pack rather, I'd use to make cities or towns or whatnot. So usually you wouldn't put hostile mobs in those anyway, because you don't want them blowing stuff up.
Is there like a description in like all these maps you find saying what it's best used for?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
It just varies and obviously differs on each person what they want to use it for. Ghast, I think it has a few different features on the side.
Oh, his tears kind of look different.
Yeah, I think they are very slightly. The pig is also slightly different as well. Doesn't look it, but you can tell like by the lines on the side.
That's probably the most realistic grass I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, the grass looks nice. The cow might look the same, but you've got more round eyes.
Yeah.
The chicken, I think, has got a more sort of a patterned head or whatever.
Okay.
The mushroom's got more rounded eyes as well.
I love it. He looks like he's got a moustache.
So they have had some slight changes. Would have been nice to perhaps see them have a few more, but never mind. They're still nice nonetheless.
I've got one question. Why do you always put all the animals in the lava?
Because otherwise we'll just have a map with like animals wandering around everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Unless you kill them, because animals like that don't tend to despawn.
Interfaces!
Yes, sadly they've not been changed at all.
Ah.
You sounded very excited at first.
I was optimistic, but never mind.
Never mind. They're still nice. I mean, it's the standard Minecraft one, which I do quite like, and I'm not really got any complaints about it so far.
I suppose quite a lot of the changes you don't really notice. They're like quite subtle, I think that's the word.
Yes.
But so it's not really a major issue at the interface.
Hey, the background picture for the achievement one's been changed though.
Has it?
Yeah, the back, like the actual thing where the achievements are,
that's pretty
not
unusual.
the outline. But yeah, that's different in every pack, mainly because of the different textures.
And the lovely NPC village.
Yes, lovely NPC village, and the torches I think are a bit out of place on here because they kind of look like those lights that you have on the walls in your living room.
They're those like sort of white things.
Yeah, they're sort of like lights you have in The Sims 3 and that you just put all around your walls.
Yeah, so not a big fan of those. But compared to the rest of the pack, though, I think it's a pretty good solid pack.